Okay, behind here where the top link shaft connects is what they call the hex shaft. And the hex shaft runs through the back of the tractor, and it runs through the oil pump. The gear in the oil pump has got a hex type shape shaft. I'm going to show you a picture of it. Here it comes now. Alrighty, so that's the picture of the oil pump. The shaft goes through it. It runs through the top shaft and out the front of the transmission. So that needs to come out before you can split between the bell housing and the transmission. If you're doing a clutch job, you may not have to move it. You might get away with it. But they say if you're separating between the transmission and the bell housing, that long shaft is small and there's a good possibility you could bend it. So you want to remove it here. The bolts were super tight and I couldn't remove them with my 1/2-inch drive impact. So I used a 15/16 socket and a large breaker bar on an extension breaker bar with a cheetah pipe, and got them all loose. So I'm going to go ahead and remove them now, and we'll go ahead and take a look. There we go. There's one. There's two. And there's 4. The last one is already undone. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. There we go. Now, you see this screw right? That is actually behind here is the cap screw for that shaft. And you want to take that out. You want to get some pliers and then pull that shaft out of there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that done. I'm going to get my wrench and get that loosened up. Okay, now that we got the plate off that holds the top link, you have this plug right here, and it's a big plug, 1.25 inch. Shouldn't be very tight. They don't usually put them, it's just a plug. You have to pull that, take that off right there. Get that plug off of there and see what's in there. There we go, it's coming out. All right, and we can see the shaft in here. And this is it, right here. There's the shaft. So we're gonna put the plug on the side for a second. We're gonna get some pliers. Now we're gonna see if we can remove that shaft that everybody's talking about. Here it comes. They said to be careful with it. Not too hard. There it comes. Comes all the way through the transmission. All the way to the crankshaft of the engine. It's approximately 4 feet tall, 4.5 feet. Pretty dang long. All right, so we got this hex shaft out. Now we need to save it, keep it from rusting, leave it oily like it is. And we'll go ahead and we'll move on. Let's go ahead and shut that camera off for a second. I hope the video came out. Stefan is here today, and yesterday we finished assembling, putting the 2 halves together. That went well. And now we're gonna finish hooking up all the small stuff, and then we're gonna move on and split at the transmission and the bell housing. As a guide, to help myself to remember what I disconnected, I put a piece of blue tape on everything. So all I have to do is look at it and say, oh look, alternator wire, I know where that goes. Water temperature, this line goes here, battery cables, So everything with blue tape is what I disconnected. So now it's going to be very easy for me to just walk around and hook up all the blue tapes back, and then this front section will be done, and we can move on to splitting the back section and get to that transmission. So we're going to start on that right now. Okay, we just got John Deere in 2 pieces, and we're checking out transmission. So on the front, see this shaft down here is going to come out. Pull this bearing housing off, and that shaft comes out the front. This is going to come out, this is going to come off, and we're going to get that out the front. That's our plan. We'll see how that goes. It was a little stubborn getting it apart. It hadn't been apart in 48 years. So basically you had to put a little pressure on it. We backed up the pickup truck, and we use a ratchet strap. We didn't use a come along, we used a ratchet strap. These wheels we found are a little bit too small on my stand. They need to be a little stronger, but they did held up. We went all the way around and tapped all the way around the casing with a hammer. And what made it finally pop loose? You remember, Stefan?
We just had to wedge a screwdriver in there.
It got to about a fingernail thickness in the gap here.
And the RTV gasket material was holding it, and you heard it snap loose.
And it just popped, the gasket popped loose, and then it got a little gap, and then it started coming apart. Okay, so, all right, we're gonna take a look at that now and see what we're gonna do next. Okay, it's videoing. All right, let's see what we can do. With that light, we're going to pull this apart. We're going to pull the front bearing housing off of here first. Through the 3 screws. Definitely, we need to pull the bearing out. The bearing housing. Looks like you can push from the back, maybe. There it comes. Wait, I got another bolt. Okay. We got a shim.
Several shims.
It's coming.
Yeah, just a little.
And they said, be careful of your 2 shims on there.
Okay.
And there it is. Let's see, hold it up here, look at it. There it is, and here's the shims. And it's held on by 3 bolts. Now this goes, all hole goes at the top. And here are the 3 machine bolts that was on the front. I'm gonna put these back in the holes because the rest of them I'm just throwing them in the bucket. And these are Looks like they're made for this spots right here. All right. All right, we're gonna see what we're gonna do next. The shaft got to come out. Get this out. How do we get this out? All right, let me get.
It's loose. Oh yeah, I can pull it out. I can pull the shaft out.
Oh, you can?
Yep.
Okay, let me get the light. All right, so we're going to pull the shaft out.
I don't think anything will drop.
It's coming out the front, right out here.
Gotta hold, get the weight off of it. Okay, you ready?
Ready?
This is gonna drop right here unless we hold on to it right here.
This will drop?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
All right. Shaft is here.
Okay, pull them both. Let's see if they come out. Okay,
No.
you see it's held in.
Let me put this up.
All right, get that out of the way. It's like a big puzzle.
Can't roll it enough.
Can't roll it.
Enough. Get this out because the pin is catching.
All right, so maybe we can move this gear shifter down. Does it go down?
Yeah.
Okay. Bottom one moves. All right, so now this shaft is free, so you probably can just pull it up or pull it forward a little bit. If you pull it forward, it's going to come out of there, and then you can get this out. See what I'm saying? So hold this up. I'll hold both of them up, actually, if we can. I'll hold them up.
It's a lot of weight there.
Weight?
I don't think you can go very far because you have
Let me drop this light.
these clutch plates right here.
The clutch plates?
Yeah, these probably, that's what I call it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Let me get the bottom shaft. Okay, the bottom shaft is holding this here. Now, this shaft, the main shaft, pull it forward, lift.
You can't go very far, you hit this worm gear.
Which gear? Where?
In the hit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This right here, if you can put it down in that, was it reverse you had it in, or?
Well, reverse, this is reverse goes back. That puts it in reverse. We don't know the trick yet, but we will figure it out. Might take us a minute. All right, let's stop this for a minute and take a look at it. All right, is it working? Yes. Okay, what we figured out is we moved this shifter right here, which is the high-low range shifter, and we moved it and it flipped up, and then it came out. Let's hold it right here for a minute. Take a look at it. All right, and the high-low range shifter was in this back groove right here. And this is it. This is actually the reverse, puts it in reverse gear, okay? All right, now, on this right here, this is your high-low shifter. And I'm going to put up a video on this one to show you. I don't think you'll be able to find another one on the internet. I made a video a few years back on this thing. Now, John Deere has a new version of this. This is the old original version. And the problem with the old one, it tends to move like this. And you'll see in the video, the new model has a fork right here and a bolt that goes in here to hold this down. And that's what I'm going to put in on the new thing. So now let's go ahead and get this out. that one, wiggle that. I can wiggle this other one for you. We're getting close, we're just having to finesse it out of there. There it comes. And then hold that up. And we'll take a look at this. All right. Now, this is an $800 piece. You can find a used one. They don't wear very much. Right here. And the new one has like a fork right here. And the fork has a bolt that goes through the fork. And it screws into the back of this, into this hole right there. This is a screw hole that holds the front plate on. It'll screw into there and it holds this plate down. And this is it. The rollers look good. There's hardly any wear on them. And that's what the shop foreman at John Deere told me. He said these don't usually wear. Okay. Now, I can look down at the bottom of the transmission and take out stuff that I lost before. There's a piece of gasket down. Okay, there's Melvin, come and check out. We figured out what's wrong with the tractor transmission. And this is it right here. And I'm kind of explaining to you what's going on. It's in park. I'm going to pull it out of park. It's in neutral, the second detent. I'm going to put it in 5th gear. That's 5th gear. Now I'm going to put it in reverse. That's back in reverse. 5th gear, neutral. It will go in any of the high range gears. Now I'm going to put it in the low gear. That is in 2nd gear. It's in 2nd. In the shifter, you can see. All right. Now, to take it out, keep your eye on that housing right there. See how it's moving up? They got slack in it. And they don't want to come out. Don't want to come out. So, you put just a very slight pressure on the top. Right now, it comes right out. You can shift it all you want. 2nd gear, 5th gear. 2nd gear, 5th gear. 2nd gear, take your foot off. See it moving? See it moving up? It's locking it, keeping it from coming out. But if you just put a little bit of pressure on it, it comes right out. That's it. Hey Don, I could run circles around you.